Roll back. Each morning offers you a secret doorway, not to the noise, but to yourself. As the Buddha said, what you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Yet most people wake up only to fall back asleep. Not in bed, but in life. Scrolling endlessly, thinking thoughts that aren't even theirs, chasing a reality that leaves them exhausted. But what if your morning became your power? What if the first thing you said to yourself could shape your entire day? Your mood, your peace, your focus, your life. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful truths to tell yourself every single morning, rooted in Buddhist wisdom, emotional clarity, and deep inner transformation. The 5th one might just free you from everything you've been holding on to. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type "My morning, my power" in the comments. Where every video is a doorway to calm, clarity, and timeless Buddhist insight you won't find anywhere else. 1. I am not my thoughts. I am the silence beneath them. Every morning the world rushes in before the sun fully rises. Thoughts start before our eyes even open. Worries from yesterday, expectations for today, fears for tomorrow. And most people suffer before they've even left the bed, not from pain in the body, but from the noise in the mind. There is a quiet storm that brews in our heads, and it steals our peace silently. But the first truth you must tell yourself each morning is this: I am not my thoughts. I am the silence beneath them. It sounds simple, but it holds the power to shift your entire day. You see, in Buddhist teachings, the mind is like a monkey, jumping from branch to branch, never still. But beyond the monkey's chaos is the sky. Vast, silent, undisturbed. That sky is your true self. The mind thinks, judges, predicts, reacts. But you are the one who observes. When you begin the day by identifying with your thoughts, you tie your soul to their fluctuations. If your thoughts are anxious, you feel anxious. If they're self-critical, you carry shame. But none of that is you. You are the space that holds the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. And this is why most people suffer before breakfast. They never pause to notice. They wake up already inside their mind, already believing the morning narrative their thoughts are spinning. I didn't sleep enough. I'm already behind. Today's going to be difficult. Without knowing it, they let their mind speak first and their spirit second. But a mindful morning is built by reversing that. Let your spirit speak first. Tell yourself, I am not these thoughts. I am the stillness, watching them pass. This truth changes everything, because once you create that space, just a moment of awareness, you're no longer trapped in the storm. You are sitting beside it, calmly, like a monk beneath a Bodhi tree, unmoved by the wind. When you observe instead of react, you give yourself the gift of choice. This is what meditation teaches us, not to suppress the mind, but to witness it. The suffering begins when we become our thoughts, believe them blindly, and let them define our inner state. But liberation begins when we see them gently and remember that we are the seer, not the seen. You are not the voice in your head. You are the awareness that hears it. And the more you rest in that silence, the more power you reclaim. So tomorrow morning, before the world has a chance to enter your mind, pause. Sit at the edge of your bed. Close your eyes. Breathe in. And speak this quietly to your heart. I am not my thoughts. I am the silence beneath them. That one truth is enough to begin rewriting the script of your life. Because the way you begin your day becomes the way you live your life. Can you sit with your mind without becoming it? That's the real question. Don't rush to answer it. Just carry it with you, like a lantern in the early hours. Let it guide your morning. Let it soften your reactions. Let it bring you back home to the quiet place where you always belong. Because peace doesn't begin when the world calms down. It begins the moment you remember who you truly are. Everything I need already exists within me. In the early hours, when the light is still soft and the world is just beginning to stir, there's a subtle illusion that creeps in, a quiet lie that whispers, "You are not enough." It arrives before your feet touch the ground, a thought that says you must become more, achieve more, prove more. And in that moment, you begin to chase. But before the first step of the day is taken, remember this truth. Everything I need already exists within me. Buddhism teaches that suffering begins the moment we believe something outside us will complete us. The moment we forget our wholeness, we start grasping at success, approval, love, validation. It becomes a loop. We run toward things thinking they'll fill an inner emptiness, only to find that the more we run, the more distant peace becomes. Because peace cannot be found in things. It is already there, like still water beneath restless waves. In the morning, this illusion of lack is strongest. It's in the scroll through other people's lives, in the mental checklist of all you haven't done yet, in the comparison, the self-doubt, the rush to be more. But when you pause and speak to yourself, everything I need is already here. You break the spell. You return to sufficiency. Not the sufficiency of ego, but the knowing of soul. The knowing that wisdom, strength, compassion, clarity all live within you, waiting to be remembered. Imagine a seed. From the outside, it looks small, insignificant. But within it lies the potential of an entire forest. You are that seed. And yet most people forget. They seek light outside without realizing the sun also rises within them. The more you rely on the world to tell you who you are, the more power you give away. But when you turn inward, you reclaim it. Letting go of the need for external validation is not about becoming indifferent. It's about becoming rooted. When you're rooted in your own enoughness, you walk through the world not as a beggar, but as a giver. You don't chase love, you embody it. You don't seek worth, you express it. So each morning, before the noise begins, return to this truth. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, breathe gently, and remind yourself, everything I need already exists within me. Let those words sink in like warm light into your bones. Before you chase, do you know what you already carry? Sit with that question. Let it unravel the illusions. Let it open the door to a quiet strength inside you, because the world will always ask for more, but peace only asks you to remember you already are. Nothing outside me has the power to disturb my peace. There is a quiet strength that lives inside you, a strength not born from force, but from stillness. Each morning the world begins to stir, and with it, energies rise. Chaos, noise, demands, expectations. Some will come to you with anger. Some will bring judgment. Some will simply move through life in a storm. And without awareness, you absorb it. But here is a truth that can change your entire day. Nothing outside me has the power to disturb my peace. You are not a sponge, meant to soak up the moods of others. You are a mirror, meant to reflect without attachment. In Buddhism, we learn that suffering often comes not from what happens, but from how we carry what happens. The moment you internalize another person's chaos, you lose your own center. You hand over your inner stillness for a moment of emotional reaction. But peace, true peace, is built by reclaiming that power. To live with calm in a chaotic world is not weakness, it is mastery. The mistake many make is believing that detachment means emotional coldness.